Hey, thanks for slithering in. I am Symtherin. Welcome back to my channel and welcome on in if you are new. I'm super excited that you are joining today for an apartment renovation. Today we are back in Evergreen Harbor, which is the world that came with Eco Lifestyle, the second world that gave us apartments. I have not found that special spark recently in San Myshuno that has made me want to renovate an apartment over there. But maybe I can do what I'm doing here over there. If you have noticed, I deleted everything and pretty much kept the floor plan here the same. The only thing I did was adjust the bathroom, made it a little smaller because that is my personal preference for a bathroom. I just like having a smaller space to work with. It just makes it easier to fill up and all that good stuff, but I also like the challenge. So maybe if I do that over in San Myshuno, I'll end up liking those apartments as much as I ended up loving this one. Before we go any further though, let's check in. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a great start to the new year. I also have a bit of an announcement while I have you. Beginning January 6, 2025, if you use my creator code at checkout to support me, you will also get a 5% discount. This is the first time they're ever doing this. It's for a short period only. So if you're looking or thinking about getting a pack and want to support your favorite creator but also get a little bit of a discount, I would love it if you kept me in mind. But if not, definitely use someone's creator code because honestly, who knows when that'll happen again. Again, my creator code is Symtherin, just as it is on the screen here. Thank you to all who have used my code before in the past and to anyone who's going to use my code in the future. Now that that's out of the way, can we talk about how annoying it is that, well, first, it's really great that the Sims team gave us the ability to change windows in apartments without having to use the tool mod, except they didn't think about these balcony moments or like this Evergreen Harbor apartments where you cannot change like where there are like balconies and things like that for windows. It's not easy. So you saw me do it for a few of them where I used the tool mod by Twisted Mexi, always linked down below as well. It really sucks because now if you guys choose to download this for your games, those windows aren't gonna change for you. It's gonna be the same that comes with this apartment. So hopefully you guys don't mind. You can change it up, I guess, if you want. That really sucks. I wonder if they can patch that at any point. Fingers crossed. I'm now doing another tool mod trick where I'm using this frame TV and propping it on an art easel. I have seen it before. I think I first saw it on Chrissy YT, her Cozy Corner channel. I'm blanking on her full username right now, so please bear with me. It'll be down below. I will make sure of it. I've been wanting to do this trick for a long time now, ever since I saw that video, and that was like a few months ago, I believe. So when I finally unlocked this particular frame TV that we got with the Cozy Celebrations over the holiday, their like little event, I just knew I had to use it because it has such pretty swatches. But this was really like the focal point of here. But once I get the layout throughout this living room, the whole apartment is set in my mind. Okay, I knew exactly where it was going and I absolutely loved it. This apartment ends up being, I'm not gonna call it like, it's not really dark academia, but it's not completely light academia. So I'm just calling it academia, if that makes sense. It just feels very studious to me. Maybe a professor lives here, or maybe a librarian. I don't know. You guys are gonna have to let me know what you think in the comments below. It was really this wallpaper that did it for me. It really sold it. And then pairing it with this, I think that's a cottage living couch that I then add pillows to and all of that fun, cute little decoration. I absolutely loved it. Plus, this archway looking right into the kitchen. That archway is from Lovestruck, which such a pretty archway, and I wish I used it more because I don't think I use it enough. And of course, it didn't help that I had to use this Discover University fireplace, which is honestly gorgeous in itself as well. But there we have it. Just like that, the theme of the apartment is here, and we're just gonna run with it. We get some book clutter out here, very heavy in the book nook kit, at least in the living room. I think that kind of tapers off as we go throughout the build, but you guys will see it, you'll understand. It's also like cluttered just enough, but I don't think it's like too cluttered either. Like, this sim has a place for everything. I feel like the sim has their life together, and maybe I was manifesting this apartment and this sim because I am trying to get my own life together in the new year. I talked a bit about my personal goals in my last video, and this is the first video of the new year, so we're not gonna really like hash out on like the specifics, but to kind of let you guys know how it's going pretty well so far. I haven't done too much decluttering or anything, but I have been journaling. I have this like pre-built bullet journal. So I have always been obsessed with bullet journaling, and I've tried multiple times to build my own bullet journal, but I always end up like not liking how it looks because I'm not the best like artist, at least by hand. I cannot do it. I really suck. Okay, I feel like I have an eye for some things and I know it's gonna look good, but I can't translate it onto paper, at least not with my hands. These hands are not artist hands. Okay, so I was curious and I went to Amazon and just searched like pre-built bullet journal, and there were a ton of options, and I found one and I got it, and January 1st I started using it. And I know it's only been like, what, you're seeing this on the 5th of January. It's only been a few days. It hasn't even been a full week yet, but I'm feeling good. I'm 2025 already, and I'm really excited to tackle it and go on this journey this year with all of you. So definitely let me know in the comments down below if you're working on any new habits, resolutions, whatever you want to call it, or what are you manifesting for yourself this year. I'm also really manifesting spiral staircases in The Sims 4 because I think that's like one of the big item numbers on my Sims wish list. I don't have much of a Sims wish list because I'm more like very curious to see what just comes our way anyway, and I don't like predicting things. I just get excited for things anyway, so I don't see a point in like getting excited for something I want in the game and then not ever really getting it. So I kind of keep my expectations low, but spiral staircases, that would be really, really awesome. So as you can see, this living room is coming together. I put piles of books behind the art easel slash TV stand, and we're gonna get some greenery because you know me, I need that greenery in my builds. I can't not have it. If there's a corner that like a plant needs to go there, raise your hand if you feel the same, because you better be raising your hand right now because I feel like that's collective across the Sims universe and community. Behind the couch here, I do put an accent table, end table, whatever you want to call it, and add this little planter piece from the Cozy Kitsch kit. I had to add that table because I felt like I needed something to kind of separate the living room from, I guess, what I'm calling the entranceway slash hallway kind of thing, because technically there is no wall there. You just saw me paint the roofs. I'm so proud of myself for not painting the roofs. This is an apartment. Painting the ceiling. I always forget to paint the ceilings, even though that was such a big, amazing, splendid update that we got like pretty recently within the last year, maybe 2. I can't remember. But I painted it the same texture as the flooring, I believe, or at least similar tone of color. And I did that because I've been seeing that a lot on like DIY videos because I get fed those a lot, and people are painting their walls the same color as the ceiling, which creates like a cool little effect. So it's not completely the same because obviously we have this beautiful wallpaper from Life and Death. I love it so much. I feel like using it made a nice little touch, at least for the screenshots and just overall vibes, because the vibes in here, I love the lounge chair here with the little poof, and we've got a little lamp that also came from the Cozy Kitsch kit. And now we're moving on to the kitchen, and I'm sorry if like me kind of panning the camera a little bit, I kind of wanted that cool shot from the living room looking into the kitchen to look just right. So I'm playing around with that. I end up using, I believe this wallpaper is from Growing Together, And it's actually one of my favorite swatches of this wallpaper, the brown one, for some reason. Don't ask me, I just love it. I just like that tone of brown. And then I am using the new life and death counters and cabinets, which I have mentioned in a previous video that I wasn't sure if I liked them too much. But here, I felt like they fit so well, especially in combination with this. I think those fridge and stove combo and even the hood range, I think those also came from Growing Together, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, please correct me down in the comments below. I'm kind of speeding through this voiceover because I have the energy right now and I don't want to lose it by stopping and looking up this stuff. So if someone wants to fact check me, please do. I would appreciate it. At this point, I'm realizing, oh, I need some kind of dining space in this build because there's no room in the living room, and I have the other 3 rooms in this build planned out to be a bathroom, a bedroom, and an office. And there is no room for a table, so we have to figure it out here. And I think in the original floor plan, there is also like a 2-seater or something table in here. So I guess it kind of works out that way. It's pretty similar. It's just more packs and more detail, I hope. I also decided to do something that I don't typically do in builds, and that's a custom made floor tile. Right now, it's very blocky, but when I move on to the bathroom, I end up doing a kind of diamond more shape pattern, and you can get quarter tile shapes like the triangular ones, so you're not filling a full grid block, by hitting Control F, I believe, on your keyboard. Again, if I am completely wrong, I would really love it if one of you amazing people fact check me on that one. If not, I will try to make sure I leave that in the pinned comment or the description or something down below. I gotta say that I cannot wait for you guys to see the clutter in this kitchen. I feel like I outdid myself with this one. I am absolutely in love, and it may look like all the counters are filled up, but this one next to the stove is actually really decorated with wall art pieces that I use tool mod to kind of rotate. It's not these cutting boards because I think these stay over here, but I get some artwork over there, so it may look like your sim can't chop or prep any food over there, but they can. I play tested, we're all good. Are a few must-have items that I love to make sure are in my kitchens when I'm building, and that are one, cutting boards. I just feel like it's pretty realistic and honestly on trend because I see them everywhere. A bread box. I want a bread box so bad, and I complain so much about my counter space, but I saw one on Amazon, guys, that is just so pretty and I want it. Also, dish drying rack, because relatable, sometimes we don't have the space, or sometimes we don't have dishwashers and you need a place to dry your dishes that isn't in your cabinets. You also can't forget things like the tea rack or coffee rack, that spice rack. This one is from the Home Chef Hessel. There's a lot of good clutter item in that pack that you can use for your kitchens, and paper towel rolls, some extra dishes lying around because that's also relatable. And I love this little cookbook item because I am personally, my boyfriend and I are trying to cook a new meal once a week that we have never tried before. We're trying to, build our little catalog, I guess you can say, of meals that we like, because for a while it's all been pretty basic and stuff I've been making for years. So I would love a cookbook stand like that as well. Wow, there's a lot I would love for my kitchen, huh? We are moving on to the bathroom now, and guys, I have to say that I think I accidentally built or designed my dream bathroom. I love this one so much. I feel like I would feel so comfortable and zen in here. There's just something about the vibes. There's something about the tiling, the wallpaper. This wallpaper I honestly love. I've used it a few times and I feel like it's best in tight spaces like this. If it's in a large room, it's a little overwhelming unless you're breaking it up with other wallpapers. But anyway, I digress. We get laundry in here, so that's a big plus, especially in apartment living. I feel like, at least in the real world, if you don't have laundry or don't like playing with laundry in your game, you can definitely delete these and do what you want with that space or close it off like I originally had it. Over here, of course, we get our toilet, we get our sink. I think I go with the Lovestruck mirror and in more of a goldy tone. Right now it's more of a bronze, but we also use, I think this is a base game sink if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know, overall, I just really like how this room came out, and honestly, I like how every room came out. I'm very, very happy with this apartment. Have I said that before? Once I got all the basics in this room down, I wasn't sure what else to include in here, but of course I knew I needed a hamper somewhere, so I was like, this works in here. I do wish sometimes I had a hamper in my own bathroom, because how convenient would that be? It'd just be right there instead of like dragging it to my bedroom, but my bathroom is not quite big enough to handle that, so it is what it is. I also grabbed this beautiful shelf from the Life and Death expansion pack, and I shrink it down a little bit because it's a little too big, but I was able to do that by using Alt and the left bracket key. It's very convenient if you guys don't know that trick, but I really love doing that. And then I fill the shelf up with obviously extra toilet paper rolls because you need that. We get the plunger decor from the bathroom clutter kit as well, and I think we get like a plant up here and a candle. I think that razor might stay. I think it does, yes. I just felt like it was very perfectly cluttered with things that seem practical, and maybe it's a little weird to have that plant over by the candle, but well, you know, it's The Sims. It's not going to catch on fire. Your fireplace might, but that won't. Now we are in the bedroom. Now the bedroom has more of a darker tone. It definitely feels a little more moody, and it wasn't really intentional. And I think when I was showing my boyfriend like the overview of this apartment, he was like, yeah, it goes from light to dark. And when he first said it, I had no idea what he was talking about, but I'll continue that thought because I just saw myself merge this one painting from Dream Home Decorator, I think, with the frame from Life and Death. I was like, oh my god, how did that work on the first try? That was perfect. And I really think that painting really helped with like the colors in here. But anyway, I think it's okay that the rest of the apartment feels a little lighter and then the bedroom feels a little darker and moodier, because I think when you are in a bedroom, you kind of welcome that more darker feel. Not like necessarily darker, but more warm, I guess, because you want to get cozy and bundled up and it's time for bed, and maybe, I don't know, maybe you'll sleep better or something like that. You guys tell me what you think and we'll go from there. How about that? Here's another fun trick that I did with the help of the tool mod. I put this little radiator here in the bedroom because I wanted something under the window. Honestly, there's no like logic behind it. It just fit. And then I remembered that I also see a lot of DIYs where people are covering that up with like planks of wood. I don't know if that's really practical. Hopefully they keep it like accessible, or like they can easily remove these pieces, because I feel like if you need to work on them, that would suck. But we don't need to do that in The Sims, so I liked kind of framing it here, and then it creates an opportunity for more clutter and storage and fun little knickknacks. So it was awesome. I really like how that one came out. On this dresser, at least I think it's a dresser, or is it an end table? I can't remember. I get those confused sometimes because sometimes I feel like the accent tables look like they could be dressers, but the dressers look like they could be like tables. You know, I feel like they should just be interchangeable at this point. That would be a cool update, actually. Yeah, add that to my wish list. But over here, we add some more clutter, like this little hand statue, more books, a little like memory box thing, and I think I get one of those, yes, these like Himalayan salt lamps. Maybe it's not Himalayan, but you know what I mean. And I think I get a little clock. Maybe it's an alarm clock. I miss that in The Sims, like previous generations of The Sims game, where it was actually an alarm clock. so you could set the clock to wake your sim up at a certain time. How convenient would that be in The Sims 4? I feel like that would be very helpful, and I'd be very happy to see that come to life. So, okay, that's another thing I could put on my wish list then. Oh my god, look at this. You guys, we're building our wish list here together. I love it. Anyway, on this side of the room, I add a robe on the door that is fully functional. Your sim can just walk through it, which is great. And of course, we get some shoes, a mirror, and another dresser over there. That one's from base game. It came with one of those free updates a while ago too, like a couple years ago, but it had the right height. I wanted to kind of fill up that space on that side of the wall. And now I'm finding that I maybe want a fan, but then I see this piece, which I think is from Lovestruck, if I'm remembering it correctly. And I just merge in one of the saucer lights in there to be like, huh, it's like a light, but it's more decoration than anything, but the room is still lit up. And finally, here we are in the final room, which is the office. And I thought about putting like a lot more bookshelves in here, but then I pulled this one out from the Modern Luxe kit, and I kind of like that. So I kept that, and it's the only bookshelf in here. On second thought, I kind of wish maybe I went with more bookshelves on one of the walls or something, but overall, I still do enjoy how this room came out. It's pretty simple compared to some of the other rooms as far as like clutter and items go, but I still think that's okay, because if you are in an office, or if you have a set spot in your home where maybe you work from home, or you do some other kind of projects and things that you really need to focus, maybe you don't want as much stuff in that room with you. I can kind of agree, maybe a little bit, although looking around at my desk, I do have a lot of stuff, but I usually feel a lot better when it's all cleaned and kind of in its place, if you know what I mean. On this desk, though, we do get like your typical clutter. Obviously, you get a computer, and I think we get like one of those pen holders in here, and maybe some things from the Everyday Clutter Kit. We're gonna see together, but we use, I think the desk and this chair are actually both from Life and Death. So recently I've been really using a lot of Life and Death, especially in my last few videos and things. Hopefully you guys don't mind that. It's still pretty fresh, so maybe that's okay. I almost wish I kept those bookshelves. I don't know. But I also felt like they were too tall. So, you guys can change out the bookshelves if you think it needs a different vibe. I end up putting the Modern Luxe bookshelf up against this wall where I'm trying to put some artwork. And then I end up putting like a Dream Home Decorator couch on the other side. Maybe like the sim likes to lounge and read in here. Or it could even be another great napping spot, you know. With the Sims, it's definitely like anything is a possibility. So endless potential here. I did think about putting a chess table here, and okay, this is probably the first build where the chess table does not make it, guys. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's been happening in a lot of recent builds. I mean, it looks like it could still do pretty well in this room, but I end up not doing it and going with a couch instead. So if you want another like skill building item, maybe that's something you guys could definitely remove. Like remove the couch and put whatever skill building item you need for your gameplay here. Obviously, whatever you guys need to do to change up my builds, if you end up downloading them, please do it. Definitely please, because everyone's gameplay is different, and I build because I just like to build and make things look nice, or at least try to make things look nice, and I'm not always necessarily thinking about what Sims are actually playing here. And besides their basic needs, like they need to eat, they need to go to the bathroom, and they need to sleep. That's pretty much all I want to make sure your Sims can do. But we are near the end of the video here. I hope you guys really did enjoy this apartment. I really enjoyed furnishing it and renovating it. So it would mean the world to me if you let me know how you like it as well. First, we're going to clutter up this desk, though. I kind of started my little transition into playtesting a little early, so that's awkward. But like I said, we get a pen and like scissors holder, a plant, some post-its. I love that item from the Everyday Clutter Kit. Glasses, these headphones, anything I feel like your sim would need. I did try and get this chess table in here, but that didn't happen. Anyway, we're gonna hop into live mode in just a second, and we're gonna make sure this build is fully functional for you guys and kind of take a closer look at some of my favorite parts. We're here today playtesting with Lana McKinnon. I believe she just really fits the vibe of this apartment. She just looks so studious. She does not want to stay sitting while she's watching her romance show. Oh, I guess she's over it and she's gonna read now anyway. But this is our living room. I really like how it turned out. It just looks so warm and cozy. I do wish I could have decorated the balcony out here, but oh well. Lana's reading in the kitchen, or she's done reading. You can go put it away. After she puts it away, we will definitely have her cook something, make sure that everything in here is working tip-top shape. Let's do some grilled cheese, because honestly, that sounds really good right now. I'm actually pretty proud at how cluttered this kitchen is. It feels pretty perfect to me. I don't know if you guys agree or not, but she can cook, which is great, and that grilled cheese looks amazing. She walked away, but I'm gonna have her come and eat this grilled cheese before I eat it. And there we have it. The table's functional as well. This trash can hopefully is functional. Also, check out the lighting coming in from here. Look how gorgeous that is. Let's throw this out. Let's clean up. Make sure she can do that. I should set this sink to kitchen while we're here. Next, we can come through this hallway, and we might as well make sure this bathroom works. We'll set our sink type here to bathroom while we're at it. We'll have her take a shower. This bathroom feels so classy. There's something about it. It's probably the wallpaper, honestly, but it's really nice. I'm also just realizing I don't think... Oh, there is a hamper here. Perfect. So when she's done with that, we can add that to the washing machine. Make sure that laundry is going to work here in this nook. But of course, if you don't have laundry, then you can use this nook for something else or close it off completely. Wash laundry. While she's doing that, let's come in here and make sure we can maybe lounge on this chair, and then we'll make sure we can get to the desk as well. The vibes in this apartment, I don't know. Once I got that living room together, I was like in for the long haul with this one, and it came together really easily. Let's play a game, Sims Forever, because honestly, yeah, I'm gonna say it every time. I probably might be playing The Sims Forever for the rest of my life. And I think our laundry's done, so we are gonna go and move that to the dryer. Make sure the dryer is gonna work just fine for us as well. Dry laundry. And the last thing, where did this come from? Okay, you can put that away. I didn't see her grab a glass of milk. That's funny. This bedroom, honestly, I would love. Let's try on some outfits as we do. She's gonna try on outfits, and I'm gonna like just say again how much I love this piece right here with the vent. It's a little off center, but I can fix that before I upload it. I've just seen DIYs online of people doing that to their own radiators, and I thought it was cute. So the mirror works. We can probably try the dresser too, just to make sure. That's really what I meant to do in the first place, like practice a speech here, try on outfits here. It works. Great. Awesome. I want to see if we can sit here, because I'm pretty sure the chair in the living room we wouldn't be able to, because we'll just be able to sit on the poof. But this one works pretty well too. And then let's relax on the bed. Amazing. I'm going to upload it to the gallery, but I'm going to show you guys how I upload apartments to the gallery so that you guys can easily place it into the apartment that it's meant for, which by the way is Pinecrest Apartments number 404 here in Evergreen Harbor. But what I do is I delete the walls here behind the doors. This way you know where to put the walls back when you upload it, because apartments can only be uploaded as rooms, right? The issue here now is because I do have a platform, so I do need to delete this wall. Now it looks a little weird, right? But we're just gonna put it down and there. And you don't even have to add the platform back. You can just close it off or use that space for something. But then all you'll have to do is put the walls back and the wallpaper. So we're going to select this, and you can see the outline is all the way around here. So we are good to go, and we're going to save room. I think I'm going to name this one I'm gonna name this one Academia Apartment. Just because that's kind of the vibes. I'm gonna set it as a living room though, because I don't know why I intend to do that. There we have it. It is now up on the gallery for you guys to enjoy. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this apartment build today. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye!